Clap if you have kids. Okay, now clap if you don't have kids. Okay, you don't have to celebrate that you don't have kids. I just wanted to know how many people didn't have kids. You don't have to. It's okay. It's okay. I mean, it's a lot of fun tonight, but you're gonna die alone. But no, it's fine. It's fine. It's okay. Whatever. Like, do whatever you want. Do whatever you want. No, we already blew it. But no, I have a 5-year-old, and he's great. But I mean, he's in that age. He have a lot of energy, and kids of that age, there's two ways to stop them. You know, morphine or the phone. You know, and you know that the phone is bad for them. You know that it's poison for their brains, but it's so effective. You know that if you give a kid a phone and you, I don't know, take a walk for 3 days, and you come back, he's gonna be in the same spot, and he's probably gonna learn how to fish or something, you know. But I know that it's bad for him. I know, but at the same time, you have to find a balance in life. You know, you know that every minute I have the phone, he's getting dumber and dumber, but you have to be okay with it. You know, it's like, well, he's not gonna learn math, but I'm gonna finish this movie. You can't have everything in life, you know. I don't like to give him the phone, but sometimes we have done it. We were at a restaurant the other night, and we were like, okay, 5 minutes. You can have the phone for 5 minutes. And of course, they go to the darkest places on the internet right away. I don't know how they do it, but you're like, okay, you can watch 5 minutes of Baby Shark. A minute later, he's watching a shark eating a baby. I don't know how. I was like, okay, let's try to have a conversation. Let's try to pretend we still love each other while he's checking this video. And a little lady from another table just came running. She's like, beep, 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 and sit down right next to my boy and start watching this video. And her mom just came running, like very angry. She came running, just grabbed the girl, and she's like, no, we don't do that. And we were like, what the fuck is wrong with this woman? I know what we're doing is wrong, but like, don't say it out loud, you know? Don't judge your style of parenting in a restaurant, mother. Like, and I looked at this woman's face, and she was like the Oscar-winning actress Anne Hathaway. And I was like, calm down. It's not the shitty movie, The Princess Diary. Of course I didn't say that. I was like, thank you for looking me in the eye. Please insult me more. So stupid. I think kids of that age, they're so weird because they don't share any information about what's going on in their lives, you know, like I mean, in school specifically. Like every time I pick up my son from school, I'm like, hey, how was your day? And he's like, I don't remember. And he's like, how? I mean, you should remember everything. You're a kid. I just pick you up, and your brain is new. You have so much storage in your brain. But he's like, I don't remember. But the weirdest thing is, like, 3 hours later, he shared a piece of information about his day with no context. You know, we're doing something else. I don't know, we're having dinner. And he's suddenly like, Ryan cried. And it's like, what happened to Ryan? And he's like, I don't remember. So we think he killed Ryan. I think he's in a cult. That's all. That's what he's not sharing. I consider myself a good dad, but I have too many kids. I have 3 kids. I don't know if you know this, but I have 3 kids. I don't look like a guy with 3 kids, I have to say. If I'm walking down the street, I don't look like a guy with 1 kid. I don't even look straight. why have 3 kids? It's an insane amount of kids, you know? It's not good for the environment. It's not good for the planet. And I love them, but there are too many. And we got the news, we were in shock, you know, because we were at the doctor, and the doctor was doing the sonogram, and I have to say, like, every sonogram is the same picture. It's just one picture in the history of sonograms that we share to everyone, because it's always the same fetus, like, you know, like this. Remember, like, the 3D ones? Remember, like, at some point, they were like McNugget babies, looking disgusting. And we were doing this sonogram, and the doctor here in New York, she was like, "Oh, there's a baby." We were like, "Eh." And then she was like, wait, there's another one. And we were like, "Oh." And she looked her faces of fear, and she was like, "Calm down. There's still something we can do about it." And I was like, "Wait, what?" She was like, "Still early in the development, and we can do something about it here in the state of New York." And I was like, "Wait, what?" And she said this. She was like, "We can get rid of one of the kids." I know. I immediately said, I think it should be my oldest child. He already been around for a couple of years. I think it's kind of fair that he stepped down for the next generation. He's kind of like the Joe Biden of my family. We push him out of the ticket.